Human reproductive system. The human reproductive system includes the male reproductive system, which functions to produce and deposit sperm, and the female reproductive system, which functions to produce egg cells and to protect and nourish the fetus until birth. Human reproduction usually involves internal fertilization by sexual intercourse. In this process, male inserts his penis into female's vagina and ejaculates semen, which contain sperm. Male reproductive system. The human male reproductive system consists of a number of sex organs that are part of the human reproductive process. In the case of men, these sex organs are located outside the man's body around the pelvic region. Penis. The penis has a long shaft and enlarged tip called the glans penis. The male penis is made of two different tissues and soft spongy tissues. Testicles. The testes hang out the abdominal cavity of the male within the scrotum. They begin their development in the abdominal cavity, but they descend into the scrotal sac during the last 2 months of fetal development. This is required for the production of sperm because internal body temperature are too high to produce viable sperm. Epididymis. The epididymis is a whitish mass of tightly coiled tubes cupped against the testicles. It acts as a storage place for sperm before they enter the vasa differentia. Vasa differentia is a tube that carries sperm from the testis to the urethra. Female reproductive system. Female reproductive system contains vagina, cervix, uterus, oviducts, ovaries. Vagina. The vagina is the place where semen from the male is deposited into the female's body at the climax of sexual intercourse, commonly known as ejaculation. Around the vagina, pubic hair protects the vagina from infection and it's a sign of puberty. Cervix. The cervix is the lower narrow portion of the uterus where it joins with the top end of the vagina. It is cylindrical or conical in shape and protrudes through the upper anterior vaginal wall. Uterus. The uterus or womb is the major female reproductive organ of human. One end, the cervix, open into the vagina. The other is concerned on the both sides of the fallopian tubes. The uterus is a pear-shaped muscular organ. Its major function is to accept a fertilized ovum which becomes implanted into the endometrium and drives nourishment from blood vessels which develop exclusively for this purpose. The fertilized ovum becomes an embryo, developed into a fetus and gestate until childbirth. Oviducts. Fallopian tube or oviducts are two very fine tubes leading from the ovaries of female into the uterus. On maturity of an ovum, the follicle and the ovaries wall rupture, allowing the ovum to escape and enter the fallopian tube. There it is travel toward the uterus, pushed along by movement of cilia and the inner lining of the tubes. This trip takes hours or days. If the ovum is fertilized while in the fallopian tube, then it normally implants in the endometrium. Ovaries. The ovaries are the place inside the female body where ova or eggs are produced. The process by which the ovum is released is called ovulation. The speed of ovulation is periodic and impacts directly to the length of menstrual cycle. After ovulation, the ovum is captured by the oviduct after traveling down the oviduct to the uterus, occasionally being fertilized on its way by an upcoming sperm, leading to pregnancy and the eventual birth of new human beings.